All right, guys, it's Brian here again, and today is day 7 in our 12 days of shaving series, and so we're past the halfway point. Up to this point, we've talked about razors, we've talked about blades, we've talked about soaps and creams, we've talked about brushes, we've talked about aftershaves and other aftercare products, and then yesterday we talked a little bit about facial prep and the importance of prepping your face for a good shave. Today we're actually going to talk about how to shave with a safety razor. So this is kind of a how to shave like your grandpa did. Not like your great grandpa did, because he probably used a straight, but like your grandpa did. And this is shaving with a double-edged safety razor. Now, a couple of things. When you get into double-edged safety shaving, safety razor shaving, one of the things that you need to keep in mind is that you're going to want to do multiple passes. I don't know about you, but with me, that was kind of a foreign thought to me. When I shaved in the days of the SEAC, the crap in a can, and the Gillette multi-bladed Franken razors, I always tried to get it all done in one pass. I never, except maybe to do a touch-up, never did second pass, and obviously never thought about doing a third pass. But when you get into this style of shaving, what you need to understand is that your goal is not beard removal, it's beard reduction. And so you're going to want to plan to do multiple passes. Now, how many passes you do depends on the results you're trying to achieve. It also depends on the soap and the razor that you're using, your technique. So many variables, but you need to plan on doing multiple passes. And because you're going to have your razor passing over your skin a few more times than you would with the Franken razor from Gillette, you do need to make sure that you have good technique, or you're going to find a lot of facial irritation. So first thing is plan on multiple passes. Second thing is your goal is beard reduction, not beard removal. So you're taking it off a little bit at a time, not trying to get everything on the first pass. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is in the Franken razors, obviously the head pivots, right? The head will tilt. And then now you get the FlexBall technology. It goes back and forth, all that crazy stuff. Your safety razor is not going to do that. So you are going to have to adjust the angles as it comes down your face. Now I'm going to go ahead. I've got this actually, as you know, I keep my razors loaded. I'm going to actually go ahead and unload this razor today. And I am going to, just so for demonstration purposes, since I just finished shaving. When you are shaving, you want to make sure that you keep your razor at about a 30-degree angle. By doing that, you'll see that the razor blade should be almost up and down. Almost. So you're going to attack your face like this. I should say attack. But you're going to, and then as you go around your chin, you're going to, again, you are now becoming the pivot for your razor. So you want to keep it at it's about a 30-degree angle on a double-edged safety razor. And it's going to vary slightly from razor to razor, but by and large, it's about a 30-degree angle. The other thing is that you want to allow the weight of the head to do the cutting. Don't press. Just let it glide. Just let it glide and allow the weight of the head to do the cutting. And as you get used to this, you'll understand, you'll kind of get a feel for it, but you're just wanting to let the weight of the head to do the shaving. That's why when you're starting out, you really do want to start out with a nice quality razor with a little bit of heft to it, just so you can get that feel. You're gonna, you may pick up some razors as you go along, like I have here, an injector. This is very light. If I were to try to let the weight of the head do the cutting on with this isn't going to work very well. I'm going to talk a little bit about how you approach your face with this in a minute. But again, you want to get a razor with a little bit of nice heft to it, just so that you can allow the head of that razor to pass over your beard and do that beard reduction. Now, again, we're talking about multiple passes. And tomorrow I'm going to get into the with the grain, across the grain, against the grain style of shaving. But just plan on doing multiple passes. And if you are just starting out, I don't recommend you try getting crazy with the against the grain and across the grain and any of that kind of stuff. I recommend that you do 2 passes with the grain just to get your technique down so you don't hack up your face. You're not going to get the closest shave. It's probably not going to be what we call BBS, baby butt smooth. Probably not going to be. It may not even be DFS, you know, damn fine shave. It may not even be that. But you're just focusing on getting that technique, allowing that razor to reduce the beard, and then as you get comfortable with, you know, your pivoting and all that kind of stuff, then you can start doing the against the grain and across the grain passes. And like I said, we'll talk about that tomorrow. So again, we're looking at angle, and we're looking at allowing the weight of the head of the razor to do the cutting. Now, as we talk about angle, you're going to see, like I said, with the double-edged safety razor, you're going to be looking at about a 30-degree angle. But when you get into single-edged razors, like the Gem Micromatic, or if you get into the injectors like the Schick injector that I have here, you're going to see that your angle is going to change a little bit, because now I want this part here to rest flat against my face. And this is loaded. I'm not going to unload it, but you want it to rest flat against your face. And so you're going to see the angle here with this razor is a little bit different than this one. And in fact, I can kind of show them side by side to achieve that same angle, right? That's what I want. You can see the angles of these handles are just a little bit different. So you want to compensate for that. And again, just make sure, especially with your old style Gem Micromatics, these have got a nice heft to them, so you're still allowing the weight of this razor to really do the cutting. You're not pressing, you're not pulling, you're just allowing it to glide smoothly down the side of your face. Now, if you are getting into injectors, some of the injectors I have, in fact, I have this travel injector here that has some nice heft to it, and so you would allow just the weight of the razor to do the shaving there. But no, this razor here is actually fairly light, and so you know you're going to have to do a little bit more of the work here, and so you're going to have to get used to how much pressure you would use. Again, the angle on this, you want this to be flat against your face. And so your angle is going to be slightly different than the angle that you have with your double-edged safety razor. So again, just to recap today, make sure that you're keeping the correct angle. We want about a 30-degree angle on your handle, and that you're going to pivot as you work around your chin, your jawbone and your chin area. You are the pivot. Secondly, you want to make sure that you allow the weight of the head to do the cutting. Number 3, focus on beard reduction. This is going to require multiple passes. Don't try to get everything all at one whack. And then 4th, it's just work on that technique and adapt it if you were trying different razors. Quite frankly, if you are starting out in wet shaving, I would highly recommend that you pick one razor, and generally one blade. You may want to cycle through a few types of blades, but one razor, one blade, and really one soap combination for about the first month, month and a half, maybe even 2 months, just to get your technique down. Make sure you've got those angles right and that you are not irritating your face, and you're getting those good shaves. So this is day 7 in our 12 days of shaving. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope this will help you have some great double-edged and even single-edged shaves over your lifetime. Have a great day, everybody.